Hey Stampers, it is the Pampered Stamper from Chatham, Ontario. And I have a lot of stuff here on the table for you to look at. And I'm hoping that this is helpful because I have to confess that the first time I saw these dies, I was not pleased. I think I shared that with you yesterday. So there are 4 dies. I'm trying to get them all in the picture here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And somehow those are supposed to lay together to make a flower. Now this one was quite obvious to me, okay? That is the base of the flower. And that looks like a flower. And then these ones, I just thought maybe they were warped tags. And yeah, anyway, I am directionally challenged on the best of days. So when I first just thought, oh, I can do this, yeah, I might have said a few bad words. And I thought, why does Stampin' Up! Make stuff like this anyway? This is supposed to be easy, and why aren't there instructions? And anyway, that's why you have me, and that's why I looked around to see if anyone else had done a video. So here we are, and the reason I'm late, I was all ready to get going on this flower when I realized that I also need to show you how to do the leaves, because the leaves are also just a slight bit of a puzzle. If you like puzzling, that's great. If you, like me, are not such a keen puzzler, the way I make puzzles is I do all the edge pieces. And when the edge pieces are done, well, then I bring out the wine or the coffee or whatever, and I sit along the edge and I put in the token piece here and there. Hi, Sue from Ohio. Hi, Eileen. Hi, Mary. Don't forget to tell me where you're from. And don't forget to share, because then you will get a tutorial. And speaking of tutorials, next month's demo design dream team is from Brockville. Brockville is lovely. The next tutorial is going to be on 3D items. I don't think the flower will count. I'm not a big 3D person, so this is going to be a challenge for me, but that should be a really fun tutorial to get for free. So you get them free if you're on my team. You get them free if you're in my training group. You get them free if you order from me. So let's see what we can do. And you get them free sometimes when you share. So here we go. I cut out these 4 pieces with shimmery white paper. And I wasn't sure. I did a little test run. Okay, here we go. And this one's way too white. So I'm thinking if I take that apart, I can't even tell. Oh yeah, that's this piece. Okay, I'll talk my way through it. I wasn't sure if it was better to use a sponge or a dauber. So I used a sponge on this one. And I'm going to use a dauber on the other one. And I'm going to use Magenta Madness, which I completely forgot about because we couldn't get the inks right away. So I'm inking up my dauber, which just fits on the end of your finger. And I'm going to just ink the edges. Okay? But I have a feeling that we're going to push that out of the way. This is the part that shows, this part here. Okay, so I'm just bending that other piece way out of the way. And that's not what I did on the last card. So we're just going to bring it up a little bit. The sound of it is like a mouse, you know, getting into things it shouldn't. If you do sponging in a class, it really does sound like a group of mice. See, so now that is the difference between the other one I did. And I think we'll do a little bit more. We're going to do it. You really have to manipulate this thing. Oh, see, I don't even know how to do this. It's a problem. Okay, I'm just going to go like this. And then we'll do both sides. And honestly, I think that once you know how to put the flower together, actually, I should show you that before I do any more sponging. Once you know how to put the flower together, it's not so, then you just can practice with your sponging. So this is the bottom one. The second one, you just slide in like so. And if you turn it around to the back, the bottoms have to match up. You could glue them right away, but I don't want to do that. See, so the bottoms match up. So now we have 2 in there. Then we're going to take the third one. We have to open up this guy. Take it, stick it in. You know, sometimes they get a little stuck because there's lots of little folds and things. So you have to be patient. You can't get rammy. And, you know, that also is not me. Okay, see, so now all 3 of them are even at the back. And now we're going to put the last little guy in. So you want to open this up. This one's a little bit tricky. So you want to, you know, this is, don't do this after consuming wine. And I'm not sure if it's a better idea. See, they're in tight. There we go. All right, now let's slide it down. So it's not a bad idea to adhere them as you do it. I haven't decided yet if it's easier to start with the little guys. See, so now it's together. But I'm going to take it all apart again, so you see how that all went. It's like Chinese nesting dolls or no, not Ukrainian, whatever. There's no racial slur intended there, just on to be on the safe side. Okay, we're going to sponge a little bit more. But yeah, I definitely need to play with this a little bit more before I can give you more tips and tricks. But I wanted to tell you what I've learned so far. I'm still not sure how to get at this to sponge it properly. But once I play with it a little bit more, then I'll have more answers for you as to the best practices. But it does help when you know how to put it together. I think we can all agree on that. That's the first part. And I'm just going to go right over like this. Now, I don't know if you've seen peonies. They are absolutely beautiful. I have not yet seen a peony that has a black center. If you know of a peony variety, I'm going to learn how to say that word, that does have a black center, I would love to see a picture of it because I love flowers and I would like them to be somewhat realistic. So most peonies that I've seen have a yellow center. So let's try this again. Oh, and another thing, peonies usually, they curl in the middle. And I'm not sure, so I'm just doing this with my bone folder. Oh goodness, Sue, I didn't figure it out. I was, honestly, I think I may have said a few bad words. I watched a video, and I even looked up a video that Stampin'Up had done, but they didn't tell us anything about how to put it together. So, yeah, not cool. So I'm glad I can share this with you. But honestly, even if you never make a 3D flower, I don't think I'll make a lot of these. I don't think, I'm saying that now. The other dyes are worth it. I'm just going to do, so the lady that I posted the card from this morning, I've already forgotten, I think it's Lillian. She did an extra one of the second one, okay? I will turn this into a card later, but not yet. Okay, let's just put this down. I wrote some things down on my grid paper just to give you a distraction so that you know what my blog is, the pamperedstamper.com. I'm going to do an in-color club. I'm doing a blends club, and I have a training group that's open to everyone in the world. You do need to be a demonstrator. I mean, if you want to join my training group and just get life lessons that you can apply to any direct sales, you can do that. I don't mind, but it's meant for demonstrators. Okay, let's put this flower together one more time. I'm going to start with the little guy this time, because he was the hardest. So there we go. We've got those two. And Lillian said she put dimensionals in between, little minis. So let's try that. I really have to find my pick-me-up tool. I don't have it, and I need it for this, honestly. I don't think I'm going to do this. This is going to be, my fingers are way too big. Not doing it. It's nice being the boss. You get to make these executive decisions. It's just like I've been asked if I'm going to do coffee and a card, and because we can have 10 people now. But to tell you the honest truth, I don't want to be responsible for anybody getting sick. And I'm not fastidious enough. I'm not a wiper, okay? I'm not going to spritz and wipe everything down. I'm going to forget. And so I can't guarantee that those things are going to happen. So I think maybe, unless everybody can just say, you know what, we're okay with that, then maybe I'll start up again. Maybe someone can come and be my wiper. There. It's looking quite nice, isn't it? And then what Lillian did is she just put another one in behind. See? Isn't that nice? Yeah, maybe the black peony has a black center. Oh, there is a black peony. Okay, so now take a look. This is the little guy that goes in the middle. And so, oops. All right, I have to pick up my flower. There. We can slide it in here. Look at that. Isn't that nice? the sponging really does make a difference. So I will put this together later. And you can see how that extra layer on the back just makes it more of a round, full. You could probably do 2 of everything. Now, if Beth is watching, Beth Germs, you know who you are. Beth is the queen of flowers, okay? So I am going to give these dies to Beth, and I'm going to see what Beth comes up with. And then maybe Beth will be a guest demonstrator. She's going to join the team again. Then she can show us the magic of the flower and how she does it. Because I'm thinking that her tip of using silicone in between would be easier than fumbling with little mini dimensionals. So let's move the flower. Let's take a look at all the dies for the leaves. Okay, so there's 3 leaves. Actually, there's more. There's 5 leaves altogether, but 3 of them are used to create. And then there's these little guys that go on top, and this one. So you can imagine, okay? Do you see all the dies? All right. And Louise, I totally get it. I am not a patient person either for creating. I love stamping. Oh, look how my card turned out, by the way. Let me grab it. This is the card from yesterday. And someone did say to put the flower on an angle, but it was too late. My flower was already very securely glued. So I did the bow a little bit on an angle to kind of compensate. But the flower at an angle would have been a good idea. But I'm still really happy with this card. Thank you. Oh, hi, Jeannie from Thunder Bay. Let me know when you get your stamp set. All right, so let's try this out. Here are the leaves. And sometimes they might have to go, I'm not sure which way they go, but we'll find out. And then here are the pieces. I purposely did them in a different color so that you can see how it's supposed to go. Now, let's have a look. I was first doing it from the top, but they go from the bottom. Okay, see, so that wasn't so bad. This is the little guy. But that's not right. I'm wondering if it has to be flipped. Just a minute. Let's see. Oh, my arms are in the way. But you can see how this is. See, that's not right. How it's just a puzzle. And I think this might be right. No. Okay, I can't figure this one out. But you can see how, well, maybe that's right. Yeah, that's right. Okay. But you can see how if you're in a hurry, which I often am, then things can go south really fast. See, like, look, that's wrong. And I don't have the patience for that. I want it to go right the first time. I'm a child. I will admit it. Let's put those together before I screw up again. Okay. So remember, take the junk off the top. I'm going to, a good pair of tweezers would have been handy. I'm going to just add a wee little bit of Tombow. Normally I would use a sponge, but I have been on the go all day today. I bought some plants. I thought if COVID beats me again and I can't go to Holland, at least I'm going to have beautiful flowers on my back porch. I'll take a picture of them later. Now remember, the Tombow will dry clear, so I'm just going to leave that. I'm not going to fuss with it. I'm just going to move it out of the way. There. So I picked up some baskets and some ferns and a mandevilla vine, and then I did not find a fountain, but I did find some beautiful statutes, and I'm going to get instead. Not a statute, a statue. A statute is a law. I think I did that wrong, but you know what? Look, even when you do it wrong, it still works. I think that was supposed to go on this side. It's all right. Okay. So, you know, if you don't care for the leaf dies, if you don't like that fiddly stuff, then everybody has a friend who does like that kind of stuff. So then you just keep the big dies and you give the fiddly ones to your friend. And, oh gosh, is this right? I think it is. Oh, no. You know what? I did this on the wrong side too. Okay, so this is so funny. This, oh gosh. I'm speechless. I'm not, but the words I want to say should not be said on a video. Okay, let's try this again. I purposely did 2 sets so that I can fix my mistakes. That's not right. Oh, this one is right. Okay, good. All right. Man, I'm getting squirrely just fiddling with this. Okay, you can tell how much I love you that I'm doing this? Yeah. you know, I am probably not doing a very good job selling this, but it is really nice when they're done. You just have to be in the right frame of mind. There, that one's right. Let's see. Ha! Oh my goodness, here's the wrong one. Look at this. I don't even know what I did wrong. Maybe this one just needed to be shoved over a little bit. Let's see, maybe it's too late. Oh no. That's the joy of Tombow. It can be manipulated after the fact. There we go. And then just rub your hands if you get ink on it. Okay, do you think we've seen enough? Maybe I should do the little, no, we've done the little guy. I'm done. This is enough, right? Yes. Let's just flip the camera for a minute. I don't know why I'm doing this. Here we go. So here is me in my my garden, like you know, it's hot, man. It's only 25 degrees, but I am such a wimp when it comes to hot weather. I could not live in Texas. If I lived in Texas or Arizona or one of those hot states, if anybody from there, hats off to you. I would be a cave dweller. I would be in an air-conditioned building, probably in the basement. Oh, so yeah, I had my hair down with a cute little hat on this morning, but you know, the hair had to go up, and I am wearing no jewelry. This is raw and real Jackie. But I did want to answer a question. I had a question last night from a former team member, and she asked if she could get the starter kit again. She says, by now Stampin' Up! Has me figured out. Like, I got the starter kit once and I didn't do that much with it. Am I allowed to get it again? And I said, oh, definitely. You can get the starter kit as many times as you like. Stampin' Up! Just keeps hoping that maybe the next time it's going to catch on and you're going to do something with it. So do not worry about why you want to get the starter kit. If you just want to get the starter kit to get a great deal on Stampin' Supplies, if you want to divide up that starter kit and give it as presents to 5 of your friends, that's okay. Although I am asking you to give the catalogs away, okay? That's the very least you can do for Stampin' Up! For giving you them that great deal on the starter kit, okay? So just in case you didn't know, it's $135 in Canada. You get to pick out $165 worth of stuff, anything you want, but no host sets, okay? You also get a paper pumpkin in your kit. The paper pumpkin will not, you can't pick which one. It's a past paper pumpkin. You get 8 catalogs, and just for June, you get to pick out any bundle in the catalog. So any stamp set with matching dies or any stamp set with a matching punch. So it's a super good deal. I'm trying to get some clubs going. I have an in-color club. I'm trying to get people to do the, you know, get it all at once. So you order all the in-color stuff. It's on my blog, thepamperedstamper.com, and then you get a free PDF tutorial and 5 cards, I believe. So for all the in colors. And I think you get, if you order online through me, then I will send you free ribbon, okay? Because then I can't divide up the paper or the gems. So then you get 10 yards of free ribbon. So that's kind of cool too. And you get the PDF. And I have a training group, and people were asking me about that. So my training group is cheap as chips. It's for any demos all over the world. It's only $5 a month. And the reason I do that is because then it's accessible to everyone. It's a great way to get training from someone who's done it for a while, who's learned what to do, what not to do. Basically, you get to learn from what I learned to do right, and you get to be warned of the things not to do. And you get a good cheerleader. So in the training group, I do a video once a week. There's lots of files, and you get a PDF for 16 projects every month for free. So $5 is a steal. Let me know if you want to join. What else? So the $5, it's 5 of whatever, wherever you live. So if you're in Europe, it's 5 euros. If you're in the States, it's 5 American dollars. Yeah, so because that's cheap. It's your own currency. 5 is 5, right? All right. So thanks so much for joining me today. I hope to have that flower turned into a card. And if I learn any tips and tricks, I will be sure to share with you. All right, so be sure to share my video. I hope you all have a super day, and thank you so much for joining me. And I will be sending a free PDF to someone who shares this video. So good luck. Bye.